this video, we'll take a tour of MyStatLab for statistics. And it's the same thing as MyMathLab, they just call it MyStatLab instead. So when you get to our homepage, there are a couple of different ways to access the MyMathLab portion. There's a little plus that will take you directly to your MyMathLab courses. There's also My Courses. When you scroll down, you'll find a statistics, and then you can access it by looking at My Labs Plus for that. I prefer to just go through the top window. So we're going to take a look at the course from the summer. It's set up very similar. So I'm going to click on the course. Once you get the course, you click on it. Now, the very first item you'll have to do is register and put your account number in here. So you either have purchased your account at our bookstore, or you can purchase your access code directly from the MyMathLab. There are directions. That's the Canvas portion of our course. In the Getting Started module in Canvas, the directions for how to get started are there. So when I go to modules, the very first module at the top is Getting Started. There's an Enter My Labs Plus with your access code. So read the directions here so that you can get your account here. So inside the course, there's a Course Home button. You'll want to, let me scroll down a little bit here. So the Course Home will tell you kind of where you're at with everything, what assignments are coming up, what your grades are, how much you've completed, and how you're doing. The homework key shows the homework assignments, and to go up here to see everything, click on All Assignments, then all of the homework and the quizzes and everything else will show up. Quizzes and Test key will bring up just the quizzes. I don't really use the study plan, but I leave it open if you'd like to use the study plan. The gradebook, I have 0%, so the gradebook will help you keep track of how much homework you've done, quizzes, and your written assignments. StatCrunch, when you click on that, you have an option of data sets from your textbook or the StatCrunch website. So the way that we access StatCrunch is to go through our course. So if you have data you want to type in, you can type or paste data into a blank table. So let me close that. The next item is chapter contents. So this gives all the chapters in our textbooks. When you click on a chapter, you've got to click on a section, section 3.1. You have a choice of watching a video presentation, so let me click on there. These examples are done by Hand StatCrunch TI-8384. These are the same videos that I linked inside the notes in Canvas. So you can access them from Canvas or you can access them from the textbook. The e-text is your actual textbook. All right, so you have end user, I agree. Okay. There we go. So when the textbook does open, this looks just like your book. So this is page 111 of the book. Okay? So your textbook is online as an ebook. All right, so that's where your textbook is. What else do I need to show you here? Okay, so one other item, when you're in the homework, and I need to go ahead and open one of these. So I'm going to look at chapter 3. These are from the summer, so I just need to open one. I'll open a review quiz. Let's see. So I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to make it due not July 26th, but maybe August, I don't know, September 4th. Okay. So when I go back to homework, I'm in as a student, that homework will be highlighted. That means I can go ahead and click on it and work on it. So I just want to show you how it works. So the homework attempts, I may pick a question, say question 14. When you're doing homework, you can type in here your answers. When you click in the little box the math symbols come up so that you use these if you want to type in there. What I did want to show you is something called question help. There's a help me solve this that most students don't like because it walks you through this problem. You have to do it and then they give you another one. There's a view an example, which means they'll give you a problem different than this one, walk through it, and then you complete this one. Most students like that better. If there's a video instruction that goes with the problem, it'll be there, or an animation. It will take you to the chapter in the textbook so that you can read how to do the problem. There's a StatCrunch print. You can print the entire assignment or you can print the problem. And then ask my instructor if you have a question. This means you can ask anytime. So when you use this, you type in whatever your question is, blah blah. I tried this, I did that, and I have a question on, and then send. It will send me a link to the problem you're working on through email, and then your description of what you tried and what your question is. This is really important because everybody has a different homework assignment. So if you just send me an email and say, I need help with number 14 on the review, everybody's 14 is different. So use the Ask My Instructor for the help. The other item I did want to show you is if you have a question that has a data set in it and you're able to use StatCrunch, the data set itself will open in StatCrunch. So if you have a data set and you want to use StatCrunch, let's see, you can open it in StatCrunch. So you don't have to type all of the information in. Your data set will open here, and then you can do whatever you need to it using the keys. Okay? So I did want to show you that. So on homework, the homework is open. I have weekly due dates, but you can really work on your homework all the way up until the time we take a quiz over those sections. So if I go back to the homework with this list, our first quiz, not for this class, but for the other class, this is summer. Quiz number 1 was due on June 19th. So even though the homework is due June 10th, for these assignments June 17th, students could access and work on them all the way up until the quiz. It'll say past due, but you can still work on it. The reviews I have open all semester. This is because you can retake a quiz at the very end of the semester, or if you don't do too well on the quiz, you can go back and review it. One item about quizzes, and I'll more detail it when you take your first quiz, you can take quizzes twice. So, and you have 2 hours. That means when you take the quiz, you can have the window open for 2 hours. If you click the little X and close the window, just like you would close the window for the homework problem. Well, no, it's a little different. Sorry about that. When you click the window on the quizzes, it'll stop time, but I'll do a different video for that. So MyMathLab has your homework, it has your quizzes, it lists the assignments, the due dates, and StatCrunch. So that's what's in MyMathLab. That's where you complete homework, your quizzes, and where your ebook is, and StatCrunch. All right. Oh, one more key just show you. There's a Tools for Success. If you want just resources. So there may be some resources in here that show you how to, there's some StatCrunch video tutorials, there's some Excel manual if you like to use Excel, there's a graphing calculator manual for a graphing calculator. If the video links that show the particular problems aren't quite enough, there are other resources in here for you. All right, that's your quick tour of MyMathLab.